Hello, I am Elizabeth Ailey. I am a Feng Shui consultant, and today I want to talk about the Feng Shui peach blossom, which is a way to attract love and luck and good things into your life. So let's talk about it. There are actually two different ways to denote a peach blossom. One is doing a personal reading, which is a flying star energy reading of your space. So that is based personally on the actual location of where you are in the world and where's magnetic north and when did you move in and when was it built, things like that. But what I'm going to show you today is actually how to activate a peach blossom with your own personal energy. And all you have to know in order to do this is your birthday. So it's really very simple to do. Once you know your birthday, you're then going to go and see what your Chinese zodiac animal is, right? So this year, for example, we're in 2022. This is the year of the tiger. So anybody born after the Chinese Lunar New Year is going to be a water tiger. That's going to be their year pillar. So in Bazi, there is actually, this is a Chinese astrology, you actually have what they're called pillars for the actual day that you were born, the actual hour you were born. And what we're going to be using and talking about now is your yearly animal. So we're working with the annual energy. So if you don't know what your Chinese zodiac animal is, it's really simple to find out. There are probably countless free places that you can go to look at a chart and see what exactly your animal is. So once you have that information, what you're going to do is you're going to use it to find what your personal best locations are for that energy. So let's take this chart here. This is what we're going to use to not only locate where your personal peach blossom direction is for the year that you were born, and it's also going to give us the information of what element that energy is and how you can work with it, right? So I'll go over that in a little bit more detail. But let's say, for example, you are a year of the dog. I'm going to use that because I am a year of the dog person. So my personal degrees are 82.5, between 82.5 and 97.5, right? So that's in the east. So you would actually take out a compass or a compass app on your phone. Just make sure that it's been updated because there is something called declination for magnetic north. So you just want to make sure that you're getting an accurate reading. But you want to get out your compass and you want to find these actual degrees in your home. And once you find that location, this is the area, this is the zone in which you can put your peach blossom to activate this energy for love and luck and attraction and all the good stuff, right? So this is a little bit of a zone, and I do recommend that once you get out your compass, you find this point in your home where this direction is, right? So if you're, in the living room and you have out your compass and you're going, okay, I'm going this east direction, right? You're going to walk to the far point of that space in your home, and that is going to be that location and where you want to place this peach blossom. So in this example, we have a year of the dog. The color is green. So really that's going to be any green plant, right? Any green plant that's actually going to be in water. So a green flower would work, right? Traditionally, we're going to use bamboo. So that's what I use. And I have 4 stalks of bamboo in clear water, right? It's really important to have clean, clear water. Water is a really important element to activating energy. And I am using 4 different stalks of live bamboo. Really simple to keep them happy. Just keep them in some clear water. They honestly don't even need much sunlight. They just kind of do their thing. So if you are a tiger, horse, or dog, this is something that you can use in your home, and it will keep that energy flowing throughout the duration of having it in your local peach blossom. When you place it, just make sure that you know what your intention is, right? And a peach blossom isn't meant for, if you're trying to attract romance in your life, for example, or a partner, it's not meant to say, I want Johnny, or a very specific person, and you place your peach blossom. That's not how it works. That's not how it's supposed to be for. It is really to attract in like vibration energy and in a positive sense, right? So if you're doing it for a relationship, you want to make sure that that intention is known and that you're thinking about that when you're doing it. It's really important. If it's more to get your name out there or for business peach blossom attraction or energy, make sure that's known when you're doing it, right? It's important that you're very clear on what your intention is here. And the thing that I would also mention is that peach blossoms are not ideal for people that are in unstable relationships. So if you're in a relationship and it's pretty rocky, I wouldn't recommend a peach blossom activation, right? You want to do this. So it's only for people that are either looking for a relationship or in a very stable relationship. So please do keep that in mind. So let's use another example of how this would work. So let's say that we have snake, rooster, and ox. So we have their degrees. We know exactly where that is in the south. Perfect. Well, your color is red. So in that location, you're going to pick red flowers. And again, important that it's in water. That element is fire, so that's hence the red color. And then the number for that location in the home is 9. So you would, to activate this peach blossom, I would recommend 9 red flowers in this location. You keep them in clean, clear water, and then you replace them as time goes on. The next one for monkey, rat, or dragon, that's in the west. So it says gold or white. So it's a metal, right? Gold can really be something that's yellow. You'll see this represented a lot in different bouquets for like the Chinese New Year, for example. There'll be red and yellow flowers together. And so that yellow is representing that gold color, right? So it can be yellow flowers. That's completely fine. And then again, for that number, we're doing 7, right? For the west. That is how we're activating the energy. In Feng Shui, in the Bagua or Pagua, there are numbers designated for each different direction, right? So we're connecting those numbers with that direction. And again, this is for traditional classical Feng Shui, right? This is this is thousands years of old information that we're using. So that is why we are using these very certain numbers in this very certain degree, in these very certain locations. Because in traditional classical Chinese Feng Shui, it is based on the actual location of degrees, right? A lot of the time in the West, people are using a bagua in a way that is based on where your front door is. And there's completely merit in that. But just know that that's a system that was really founded in the West, and it started in, I believe, 1986. So not to age myself, but I'm older than that. So when we're using Feng Shui, when we're using a traditional bagua, we are using the thousands of year old bagua to work with the energy, which is what I personally think is the most impactful, and that's what I use as a classical or traditional Feng Shui consultant. Okay, enough about that. So if you're a pig, rabbit, or goat, your location is in the north and your colors are blue and white. So, the north number is 1. So really it's very simple, right? You could have one beautiful white lily, for example. That could be a great way of working with the energy. There are blue flowers, of course, too, right? So there's irises and things like that. So really just choose what feels right for you, into it. And again, if you're going to be using fresh cut flowers, this would be something that you would change over and that you would do every week, for example. So you would bring in fresh flowers into your home, fresh, clean water, add it in that location. Work again on what your clear on your intention, what your original intention was as you place it. And that is what's going to help you activate and boost that energy for the peach blossom. If you don't want to dial into the very, very specifics of, what we have for each Chinese zodiac animal, you can actually just do bamboo. You can just pretend that you're a tiger or a dog or a horse. But so you would get 3 to 4 stalks of bamboo and you would put them in clear water, and then you would put that in your personal location for your peach blossom, and that's how you can activate it, if that's the way that you would prefer to go, because it is a little bit less expensive to do it in that way. So I hope that you find that interesting. I hope that you're able to use that, and that this is some information that you can use to bring positive energy, activate good luck and attraction into your life using the Feng Shui peach blossom. And if you're interested to learn more about how to activate a peach blossom for your home's personal energy, that is done by doing a flying star reading, which is a consultation that I do. All I need to know in order to do that for you is actually the location of your home, right? Where's your actual address? And then I do a compass reading. I make sure to use the little pawn compass to denote what the elemental energy is of your space, where the yang energy is, where's magnetic north, when were you born, how do we work with that energy? And then I use a calculation in order to, with the Lo Shu, to give you floating star numbers. And that is just an energy reading of your space. Again, this is the traditional Feng Shui method that is practiced all over the East. It's not as well known in the West, but it is something that we all can use. And it is something that really works with the energy, making sure that we're amplifying the good energy and really working to neutralize the negative or sha energy in your space. So if that's something that you could find valuable, there is a link below that you can book some services with me, and we can work with your property and work with your life to make sure that we are in line with what your path is, your highest path, and to really clear any blockages to, getting what you want in life and making sure that you're on the right path. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you are having a lovely day. Thanks.